Have you ever just looked at someone and wondered, how do they stay so calm and collected, even when things are going sideways? Well, it's not about ignoring problems. It's about building a truly strong, unshaken mindset. So, let's get into it. We're going to explore 3 super practical tips rooted in Buddhist wisdom to help you build that inner fortress. This quote from the Buddha really sets the stage perfectly. I want you to picture this: a huge, solid rock sitting in the middle of a crazy storm. The wind is howling, rain is lashing down, but that rock, it doesn't move. It's just there. That is the powerful metaphor for the mind we're aiming for, one that's stable, grounded, and just isn't thrown off balance by life's storms. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get clear on what an unshaken mind even is. Then we'll look at the storms it has to deal with. After that, we'll dive into the 3 pillars to build it: finding stability, building resilience, and practicing self-love. And finally, we'll see how it all comes together. All right, part 1. To become that unshakable rock, we've got to first understand what true mental strength actually looks like. You know, a strong mindset isn't about being the loudest person in the room, or aggressive, or always ready for a fight. It's actually the complete opposite. It's this deep, profound sense of inner calm. It's the ability to keep your cool and stay balanced, whether someone is singing your praises or tearing you down. It's an internal foundation of peace that you build yourself. But here's the thing. This kind of strength isn't really for the sunny, calm days, is it? It's for navigating the storms that are, let's be honest, absolutely guaranteed to come our way. So let's get real about the challenges we're all up against. I love this analogy because it's just so true. Life is an ocean. You'll have these beautiful, glassy, calm days where everything feels perfect. But you are also 100% going to have stormy seas. Nobody gets to just sail on calm water forever. And the goal isn't to somehow avoid the storms, because you can't. It's to learn how to be a great sailor, to navigate those waves without capsizing. So what are these storms exactly? In Buddhist thinking, they're called the 8 worldly conditions. And if you look at them, they're basically the fundamental push and pull of human life. They come in pairs: praise and blame, gain and loss, fame and disgrace, pleasure and pain. Our whole lives we're bouncing between these things. This is the turbulence we have to get ready for. So, how do we get ready? We start with our very first pillar: finding stability. This is the foundation of our rock. It's what we build everything else on. Okay, the key to stability really comes down to a few mental shifts. First, you just accept that life has ups and downs. That's it. Stop fighting it. It's natural. Then, when a big emotion comes up, like anger or sadness, the goal isn't to crush it. It's to be mindful of it. You just notice it. Oh, there's anger. You see it without letting it drag you away. That self-awareness is your anchor. It's what lets you stay balanced instead of being a puppet to your feelings. Now, stability is the foundation, right? But resilience is what helps you get back up after a huge wave knocks you down. This is our second pillar. It's the art of not just surviving, but bouncing back, maybe even a little bit stronger than you were before. And the heart of resilience is the simple but absolutely life-changing distinction. Just think about all the energy we waste trying to control stuff we literally can't. What other people think, what they say, what happens out there in the world. Real power, real resilience comes when you shift all that energy and focus it only on what you can control: your reaction, your choices, your mindset. That is where you have all the power. This focus lets you switch into a problem-solving mode. So when a challenge hits, here's the playbook. Step 1, don't panic, stay calm. This isn't about you personally. Step 2, separate yourself from it. It's just an event, it's not who you are, and it's temporary. And then step 3, my favorite, get curious. Ask why. Dig down and find the real root cause. This move takes you from being a victim of the situation to being the detective who's going to solve it. And that brings us to our third and final pillar, the one that really holds it all together: practicing self-love. And note, this isn't just about bubble baths. This is about being a fierce guardian of your own inner peace. Seriously, think about this for a second. Would you let some random person walk into your house and just start dumping their garbage all over your living room floor? Of course not. right? It's your home. You protect it. You tell them to get lost. Well, your mind is your most intimate home. It's where you live every second of every day. And self-love is simply the act of being the guardian at the door. It means when someone tries to dump their negativity, their anger, their criticism, their baggage onto you, you make a conscious choice. You say, nope, not here. You refuse to let their trash become your problem. You're committed to keeping your mental space clean. Okay, so let's bring this home. Let's talk about becoming the rock. This is what happens when you weave these three pillars, stability, resilience, and self-love, into the fabric of your life. This forces us to bust a huge myth about strength. We often think the angry, easily triggered person is strong, but look closer. Their entire emotional state depends on what's happening outside of them. That's not strength. That's actually weakness. True strength, it's internal. It's that calm, stable, balanced mind that comes from a foundation you built yourself, one that can't be shaken by outside events. So really, it all comes down to these three things. You find your stability through acceptance. You build your resilience by focusing on what you can control, and you protect all of it with the self-love to keep your mind clear. So I'll leave you with this final thought. This journey to an unshaken mind, it doesn't start tomorrow or next year. It starts right now with one small, powerful choice. So I ask you, what is one piece of negativity, maybe it's a criticism, a worry, someone else's bad mood, that you are going to refuse to let into your home today?